Hey, how's it going? It's Fat Daddy Sambo with those nerdy metal guys, and it's time for another lunch break album review. This is where we take a new release from Amazon Unlimited's hard rock and heavy metal releases for the month, give it a few listens, do a little research on the artist, and then bring you the results. And today's album comes to me as a wonderful surprise from one of my favorite genres. This is Horseburner's The Thief, and this is wonderfully in the stoner metal genre. One of my favorite metal genres. A big fan of the Sword and Baroness, Mastodon, and going back to when I was 13 years old and discovered Black Sabbath. This album fits wonderfully in that genre, and as far as new releases in the stoner metal family, I would have to say this supersedes pretty much everything I've heard up to date. This album came out on August 9th of this year and was released on Ripple Records, and this is from a wonderful quartet out of Parkersburg, West Virginia, and I really got a kick out of reading their Bandcamp and their Facebook pages. The band encourages everyone to stay dirty. I have to say that the vocals on this, if you're looking for dirty, gravelly vocals, they're not what you would expect out of heavier or other types of metal. They are appropriate for stoner metal and have a wonderful growl to them, and great interplay between the two vocalists, Adam Nohe and Jack Thomas. But the tone is super nasty, super dirty, and super fun. Can't say enough about the production on this album. Very well done. The instruments are not overcrowding each other at any point. Everything comes through wonderfully, and at no point do the vocals seem to either override other instrumentation or to be pushed into a corner themselves. It's a longer album than what I would typically review. Lately I've been doing more shorter albums and EPs. This album tops the 50-minute mark, as you would expect for a stoner metal album, but at no point did I find the album to get bogged down or boring. If you're looking for something that's a real barn burner, go ahead and jump straight to Hand of Gold, Man of Stone. It is easily the most upbeat track on the album, and at times, it was almost as if you had a cross between Baroness and High on Fire. It just really takes off nicely. The rest of the album is more even-paced, without getting dragging or slow. It does have several instrumentals on it, instrumental intro and outro, and then an interlude in the middle, appropriately called The Seas Between. This band was made up of Adam Nohe on drums and vocal, Jack Thomas on guitar and vocal, Matt Strobel on guitar, and Seth Bostic on bass. And this was their second release, and I would really love to see this quartet be able to put out more music and really be able to hit the road more. They had a small tour of their area planned that unfortunately they've had to announce cancellation of. They do have a show planned for September 5th at the V Club in Huntington, West Virginia. Sadly, I'm on the outskirts of Atlanta, so time, distance, and money preclude me from being able to see these guys, but maybe they'll make it down here to the 529 Club, or they'll make it over to the Masquerade, and I'll be able to see them in this area. But certainly want to encourage these guys to keep making fantastic music. This album, very strong, very enjoyable. I want to give a quick shout out to Angry Metal Guy Reviews, and I appreciate his written review of this and the resource it provided for certain information. And also want to thanks to the band for doing a great job on your Facebook and Bandcamp pages for providing information to listeners and fans. As always, there will be a link in the description so that you can listen to this album. And I really encourage you to do so. We definitely want to continue to support our up-and-coming metal artists. They are the future of our music. So this has been Horseburner's The Thief. And I've been Fat Daddy Sam with Those Nerdy Metal Guys, and I appreciate it. Thanks.